I'll be honest. That's what I'm saying. This is my designated.
I didn't know he was as big as it fucking was.
Yeah.
You thought about getting in the ring, man?
I'll tell you, he knew your
I don't want to put that beating on the
He didn't know.
I took 9 years of
I knew his game.
No, you did not.
I knew his game. He had a helmet on all the time. I never saw his face.
I said, Steven, you can't
Man, get your hands off me, dog.
Hold up.
Oh.
You need a referee.
You pull that goddamn shit out of me.
You need a referee shirt.
I followed this man's career, man.
You gonna follow
We just had a very interesting.
We're gonna get my seat.
I followed his career. We having a very interesting conversation. Till your ass showed up.
You in the lobby.
Get your hands off me, man.
I do the same shit to him. Don't touch me. Get your hands off me. Especially when he wrong and trying to make himself feel right.
Never wrong.
That's what he's like. No, that ain't funny.
Hey man, you know that the football country, wrestling country.
We was having this conversation. So in football, we like Ben Garland. Man, we give him hell. We talk shit to him, man. Like we're like, yeah, man, get your fat ass, blah 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 blah. He's a fucking general in the army.
So like he's over like 80% of the military.
80%. Like when we walk into the military, like everybody salute him, respect him, don't say anything crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, but it's just because that's our culture. We give everybody shit. It doesn't matter if you make 20 million or you make 20,000. Like that's just our culture. And like it blows my mind.
Hey, are you getting this? Are you getting this on the boom mic? Okay. I'll make sure the man got it. I don't want to reprimand anyone.
Yeah, it's different. It's different from other cultures in like the corporate world.
Introduce yourself to the camera. This is for
DeAngelo Williams.
Title Match Wrestling.
Yeah. Gary, why you leaving out? Yeah.
Gary Barnidge. Former tight end till he broke his neck. No, that's what they told me. That's not true.
I just can't.
No, that's not true.
He does a lot of blocking.
I'm just messing with
He does a lot of blocking.
I can't look left. See? Myself.
I can look about this far.
Yeah.
That's it.
About that far.
This way, I'm going to catch your ass. Peripheral vision like this way you might get me. You know what I'm saying? But DeAngelo Williams, Gary Barnidge, former NFL greats. We've been chopping it up, laying it down. Some of the fans here at Wrestlecon. Everybody's seen him on First Take, laying it down. Gary Barnidge. Fortunately, he was not invited to First Take. He probably wouldn't have took the invitation anyway because the man is very knowledgeable when it comes to professional sports and football. But hey, man, you guys having a good time here in the world?
It is. It's fun catching up with wrestlers that we saw as a kid, and like I was just telling somebody the other day, and I don't know if you're gonna play this or not. Wrestlemania Access is so commercial.
Right.
You go in, you pay like a set fee, and like you don't get a chance to talk to the wrestlers that you grew up watching. I was born in '83. I watched, you and Harlem Heat.
Right.
You guys did your thing, man, and it was amazing. And just watching that and then coming in here and saying, oh God. The only thing I can say though that I do not like about Wrestlecon is that I don't like seeing my childhood heroes get off. Like coming in here and seeing like the age or something, I'm like, damn, man, like. I remember when you took the toothpick out and you shot it across like this race, and I walk in, I'm like, damn, you a grandfather now. Like, I remember when you was, say goodbye to the band, like, damn, man, you got more wrinkles than, like, a baby blanket.
Hey, man, father time.
I know, man.
All of us.
I know. But then I see the boogeyman, and I'm like, damn, like, is this a new boogeyman? Or is this the same boogeyman?
Same guy.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
same guy.
He's 53, and I'm like, damn, I don't see any age.
Right.
Like, what are you?
Well,
you can still do it. And he's like, nah, man, I'm old. I'm like, what?
Well, genetically, I could really go into that, but I don't want to offend anyone. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to offend anyone. You know what I'm saying? I do have Gary sitting right here.
That's why I did that, because I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was going to do that. That's why I did that comparison right there. It worked perfect. I set him up, and he said,
we're all old guys now. We're all old guys now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of us still try to take care of ourselves.
Yes.
Because we were athletes before we ever got into professional wrestling. That's what a lot of people don't realize. We were gym junkies, you know what I'm saying? Years before professional wrestling, we're still gym junkies after the sport. We're still in the sport, though. And that's the thing about football, professional wrestling. As long as you did something in the business and you appreciate the business and you respect the business, it'll be good to you. You can always live off of a little bit. Sure. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's great. Football is I'm gonna say it's my favorite sport. My favorite sport. And when I get into like what we were doing today, debates about football, it's so many different ways you can look at so many different things. And that's why I have a problem with, look at this motherfucker right here.
I know, right?
Get your ass out. Now you're gonna fuck my shit up. You know what I'm saying? You already fucked Boogeyman. Did y'all go over there and see the Boogeyman? Did you see his ass sitting down? What the fuck was he doing? He knows you.
Yeah,
You know this
from
motherfucker?
Charlotte. Yeah, when he worked with Ric Flair.
I'll see you tonight.
Let me finish what I'm doing here. You know, please have a little decorum when it comes to what we're doing. All right. I don't know. I've been on his ass all day. You over there with the Boogeyman. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you, some benefactor? And you in the booth?
Yeah.
I mean, you worse than fucking Puffy Combs, goddamn. What the fuck?
No, right?
DeAngelo, come on, man. They say it like it is.
Yeah,
What I need you in the video for? I'm the fucking artist.
we say that about Puff all the time.
I mean,
like,
come on, dog.
Yeah, that's just like it's just like DJ Khaled. Like, why you in the video, bro? Like screaming. Like I mean, you're not even on the hook. You ain't on nothing. You just in there, DJ Khaled.
Come on, man. What the fuck? Get the fuck. Yeah, but you know, hey, we all gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, before this motherfucker fucked up my whole train of thought. Hold on a second. I'll get it back here in a second. Going back
to just our culture.
Yeah.
Culture. And not only is our culture different, but it's one of those things that we don't necessarily miss the money, we miss the culture.
That's right.
Because you can't go to corporate America or just to your friends and talk politics, talk race, talk stuff that's, because I get a different perspective from Gary when Gary talks, and he get a different perspective from me. And like, if you didn't know us or you just saw us interacting, you swear we was racist. Right. Because we say some pretty foul shit to each other.
Right. As a matter of fact, and you guys can relate, to it, not Barnidge. Barnidge, to be honest, I don't think you really can relate to anything I'm about to talk about. But
I say that to him all the time.
But you've been around him long enough, you know, so the edification might not be too much over your head. You know? So stay there.
We'll see.
Stay there. Stay right there.
He really can. He might surprise you now. He quick on his feet now.
Well, you've been hanging around him.
Yeah. 12 years.
Hanging around me.
12 years.
Okay, so that's all good. Hey, Bobby Fulton, jump in here, man. You remember the Fantastics?
Yes.
Bobby Fulton.
You came to one of my tough man competitions in South Carolina one time, right outside of Charlotte.
Yes.
That was my event that I'd put together.
Nice.
Good to see you.
That was
What the hell was DeAngelo doing at a
what
tough
happened
man
was,
contest?
Dude, I like all that shit.
Boxing.
Yeah, tough man boxing. He came out, man. The people
Funniest
was
shit
going
ever,
nuts.
dude. Like, they was just bringing, it was like random people that didn't
That's
have any
right, off
boxing
the street.
experience.
Oh, it's cool.
That was boxing. Like, that shit was funny because all of a sudden they were like professional boxers doing this instead of just fighting like they were from the streets.
Yeah, and they were just, we'd have guys in there with 20-inch guns and a guy over there like this, and bell would ring and that country guy would knock that other guy out, you know.
Yeah.
But he came out to the event and everything, you know. My son live in North Carolina, Dylan. Big fans of DeAngelo and everybody, man. God bless you guys. I wrestled back when it was black and white television still, before cable came in. You know what I'm saying?
So it was just
Don't
white people wrestling?
No,
like
no,
black
no,
and white?
no, 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 no. As a matter of fact,
I actually thought that was what I was about to say. I thought it was I wrestled before black guys ever got into it. I thought they was going to go. I'm like,
no, he won't tell you. He won't tell you. I remember him and his brother when they were other names, breaking into business.
Right,
they used to watch us when they were little.
we come down to the Coliseum.
That's right.
We come to the Coliseum. And we
Houston.
come down and try to come sneak in the back and shit, you know.
I hear you.
But I'm going to tell you something. He was always fucking cordial to us.
Then we wrestled him in Atlanta, and they had no mercy. They had Sister Sherry with them, and I'll tell you what, brother, we got in the ring with them. We had some great matches with him and his brother Harlem Heat. Me and my partner was Tommy Rogers passed away. Were the Fantastics. Back then we were nice-looking guys. We were young. I heard you talk about old guys, and that's why I was.
Did you hear that?
I heard him saying
I tried
all
to stop
these guys are old and overweight, out of shape.
I tried to stop him, but he didn't listen.
And you know what I'm saying?
It's the truth. Hell, when I saw y'all were in there mixing it up, jumping off the ropes, running the ropes, and like.
Hey, I used to be able to leapfrog over a guy. Now this is my jump. Now you ready? Watch. I don't go to the top rope, I go to the bottom rope.
But you know, I feel the same way about my heroes. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it's not good to see them later.
I know.
Let me tell you a quick story, guys.
Go
This
ahead,
quick.
go ahead.
In Monroe, South Carolina, a guy who had fought Rocky Marciano.
Coco.
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Coming through, bud. What you doing, man?
Memphis,
Man.
Memphis in the building.
Tennessee, bro.
Yeah,
Tennessee,
Memphis
man.
in the building,
Coco,
baby.
what's going on,
Yeah.
Man, how you doing, bro?
Podcast right now.
Memphis in the building.
You want to jump in? That's cool.
Yeah,
Coco B Ware, the Birdman himself.
man right here.
Coco B Ware, the Birdman himself. Just joined the conversation.
Absolutely, yeah.
Gary
He left the
Barnidge.
bird at the house, man. He on house arrest. Bird on house arrest, man. He was stealing peanuts and shit.
One of the best
But
running
yeah.
Oh
backs.
no, he came to my Tough Man years ago. But hey, I was going to tell you a quick story about Old New. This guy was he had fought Rocky Marciano, and he said, "Can I get in your boxing ring, the ring you came to?"
Yeah.
So he walked up the steps like this, right?
Yeah.
And we thought he was going to fall. He stepped through the ropes, and he started moving like this in the ring once he stepped through. But when he came back through, he was that fragile old man again. There's a power that we all have that get out there. You understand what I'm
I
saying?
lost my shit.
Still have
I ain't got. When I go through the ropes, I'm still like this.
Don't do it.
I'm
Let me help you.
I'm way down here, man. Get up, Bird, man. Get up. You gonna be flying high. What's up with you? Man, I don't. My wings are clipped.
Oh, shit.
I told you you left the bird at the house. He on
I
house
know it,
arrest.
man. The bird don't even want to come out with the bird, man.
That bird, leave me alone, dog. I'll stay right here. But Coco B Ware just joined the conversation, ladies and gentlemen. Title match wrestling. He just left. I was going to try to put him over, but he told his story and he left.
Oh my God, I can't believe it.
But Coco is here.
Yes, sir, brother.
What's going on, brother?
All right.
Title match wrestling, stand up for greatness. Hey, man, give us a few words, man. How you been?
Man, I just want to say, man, hey, I'm so glad to be here, man, and just part of the WrestleMania, all the fans here, and man, my main man
He
here.
gonna try to throw me under there.
Hey,
He gonna try.
best running back in the country. I don't care what anybody
Don't
says.
put that heat on me,
Like he
Coco.
was running back there. I remember when he was faster than a rabbit years ago before he even played football.
Now I'm barely beating turtles.
You know,
Barely beating turtles. Gotcha. Still celebrating.
At one time, we all could do things that we just could.
Yep.
I used to could bench press 525 pounds.
I've never seen that. I need
Wait a
that
minute.
video. I need that video.
I need that video.
I need
too.
that video.
Natural.
A lot don't care
Okay.
who tell it. I need that video.
And now I bench press 498.
I don't believe that either. They don't even got the ounce. They don't even got that.
Wait a minute. Where's the 8?
I can't get them other 2 pounds. I can't get them other 2 pounds.
You can't get them
On the real, if I can get 225 off me, brother, I'm doing good.
Oh my
You know
God.
what I'm saying?
So that means he just like Gary. Gary don't work out.
You get 120. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, a lot of us used to do things we can't do anymore. And that's just the human body, man. That's just how it is, man. Some days when we're young guys, we can do
Just
things.
keep living.
Hey,
Tell everybody that.
As long as you're in health,
That old man will
good
show
health.
up at the front
I'm gonna
door.
tell you what the problem is though with being old. That's what it is. And this is the truth. We don't change our eating habits, we just change the activities that we used to do. That's what it is. That's why these old guys fat.
No.
And when I say old guys, I'm talking about the fat old guys, not the old guys that's in shape.
Now, about 15 years, we're gonna come back to Wrestlecon. DeAngelo Williams gonna show up in this motherfucker. People gonna be saying, "Man, you remember that motherfucker? That boy can run the ball. Look at him now." You know what I'm saying? When that one gimmick knee started to fucking go sideways, and I know you know what I'm talking about.
Oh my God.
I know you know what I'm talking about. Then again, he might have got out in time. He might have got out in time.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
I didn't.
No, he needs to go
Getting
back.
out of bed, the first 2 steps, let me know how my day gonna be. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Right.
Okay, today gonna be subpar.
Well,
That
we
one
got you
hurt.
here, DeAngelo. Let's talk a little football.
Okay.
Gary Barnidge is here. I'm quite sure he knows a little about football, a little, from what he said. No, I'm not saying this. This is your man right here. He's the one that laid this down.
Oh my God.
Coco, you wasn't here. You wasn't here then.
I'm glad I wasn't.
DeAngelo was just laying it down on his board.
What?
And I just going off what he's saying. But be that as it may, let's talk a little football.
Okay. All right.
You know, let's talk about some of the trades that just went down. You know, let's talk about some of the moves and shakers. You know, these quarterbacks coming out of college that the NFL is talking about right now. You know, the guy out of UCLA, the guy out of USC, the guy out of North Dakota, you know. All these guys, Allen, Rosen,
Yeah,
Darnold. What's the deal? What is your analogy on him?
Well,
before you start, I hear this shit every year. That's just me.
Yeah.
I hear this shit every year about some great motherfucker finna come out and change the goddamn world. I'm looking for him. Where the fuck is he?
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'm gonna start with the Cowboys since we do have some Cowboy fans in the building. So Dak Prescott, when he first came out, and they went 13-3. Not a lot of people gave that defense any credit. Nobody knew from a defensive perspective what to expect from Dak Prescott and from Ezekiel Elliott. I gave him 1 year. I said, oh, that was great. I said, well, now what they gonna do next year? Because they just showed every card that they got. The next year come about, they missed the playoffs, and like every day trying to figure out what they're gonna do with Dak, what happened to Ezekiel Elliott, like the defense just imploded. The problem is that you give people film to put on you, and they shut you down and they attack your weakness, and that's what they do. So with these quarterbacks coming into this league, Carson Wentz, for instance, it took Carson Wentz a couple years to catch on because defenses are schematically, that's what they try to shut down.
Let me ask you this, DeAngelo. You just gave the Dallas Cowboy analogy.
Yes.
Okay. When I get up every morning, I hear something different on these debate shows.
Absolutely.
I hear them putting things into perspective like Des Bryant can't get open anymore. Dak Prescott is no good unless he has play action. Ezekiel Elliott is not the same guy. Things of that nature, and that's why the Dallas Cowboys are not what they are. But what I'm hearing from you right now is a totally different perspective. So why in the hell should I believe these talking heads on the radio and television every morning that's never played the game? You played the game two or three years. I thought you had 2 or 3 good years.
He said you had 2 or 3 good years.
You had 2 or 3 good years. I remember the one year when we were blocking. I remember the 1 year Barnidge didn't get close to the Pro Bowl. Made the Pro Bowl. Okay, you made it. Quarterback. You know, I've been hit on the head with a lot of chairs. So you know what I'm saying. But
he didn't say 11 years. He said you had 2 or 3 good years. That's the truth, though. Yeah, that's real.
But listening to you talk about that and listening to them, it's like coaches don't mean shit. Position coaches don't mean shit. Schematics don't mean shit. Schemes and all this stuff, but people that are employing these at this time don't mean shit. It's just about the player. Can you please look into that camera right there?
I'm gonna tell you what people do that really bothers me, but it makes sense, but it don't make sense. It could be one person in the world that can get their head cut off and get their head put right back on and live, and everybody will be like, you could do it because that one person do it. And I'm saying that to say this. Every time I say that, hey, people that don't play the game don't necessarily have the insight that I have, they mention Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick is that unicorn. He's that guy that got his head cut off, put back on, and still live. So that's what everybody's going to say is, well, Bill Belichick didn't play the game, Bill Belichick didn't play the game. Name me another one.
Right.
Name me another one. Don't name D1, name me somebody else. And they'll say, well, the one that always get thrown up is the coach for the Dallas Cowboys. What is his name? I can't.
Jason Garrett.
Jason Garrett. I said, what the hell has he won? Then they don't want to talk about it.
Right.
They don't want to talk about it. Go right back to Bill Belichick. I'm not saying that the people on TV that have never played the game can't talk about it.
Right.
All I'm saying is respect the guys that have played the game, that don't necessarily sound like you, respect their point of view as well. But they don't do it because we don't have a show, we don't have a suit, and we don't talk the same language that you do. So this is what I've done. And because TVs and media and the network has conditioned people to do this, I can go in and I can have the most knowledge anybody could ever have, and I can sit down in there, and I can sit down just like this, and nobody will listen to anything that I say. I can slap a suit on, and I can go in and I can lie to everybody, and they'll listen to everything that I say.
Now!
Because I have a suit on.
That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. What that is everyday propaganda that's trying to get ratings. That is what that is. Unknowledgeable people. I'm saying it. Unknowledgeable people about the real game that's trying to profess that they know the real game, but they really don't know the real game, and they too proud to say it because they want to get that paycheck and they want to get those ratings and make everybody else look dumb. But they don't make DeAngelo look dumb. They don't let Mr. Barnidge look dumb, and they damn sure don't make Stevie Ray look dumb. You dig it? Because we're going to spit the truth. Mr. Barnidge, you got anything to say about that? I figured you didn't.
You're going to be finished.
I like it.
thought you were about to pull back. I thought you was pull back. I thought he was about to say no.
I like it.
He just got boxed.
No. That's just my stick, man. That's all I'm saying. No.
Gary just got owned, honey.
No, DeAngelo, don't say that, bro. I thought he was about to say no. No. Go ahead. Give us your analogy.
I think a lot of it with like you were asking about the college
I've seen
players.
you do your thing. Go ahead.
You were asking about the college players. I think a lot of stuff people get out on like these mock drafts. They talk about all these players. Oh, this player's the it guy. This player's the it guy. If you go back and look at all their previous mock drafts, the guys they say the it guys, they haven't done the things they said they're going to do.
That's what I said.
Like they had to be taught. Like you're going to learn. You're going to know certain things. Like they said with Rosin when he came out, his coach said he needs to be challenged.
Right.
Because people look at it as a negative thing. Why is it a negative? What if he knows what he's talking about and he needs more? He needs more and more and keep challenging him.
Because
he
they
doesn't
don't want
complacent. Yeah, but you can't. Like, why would you not want somebody that wants to
never said a word for 10 years. Then in his 11th year, he comes out, because he knew the end was near. But that's okay. Go ahead, keep going.
And that's the problem with a lot of in all sports. Like you said earlier when we were talking about LeBron and stuff, LeBron's willing to be vocal.
Right.
But certain guys can't be vocal because if they're vocal, the team will get rid of them.
Right.
You can be expendable. There's only 1 to 2, maybe 3 guys per team that aren't expendable and they can say what they want to say. And they might not feel comfortable to say that.
I understand.
So a lot of guys try to hide behind that.
I've always
no,
been
you have
comfortable
not.
saying, yeah, I have.
Just when you get to Pittsburgh, because they let you speak your mind.
Okay.
But
You just
that's
shut
the
me
thing.
up, Gary. You're supposed to be on the team. Supposed to be on the team. We supposed to be Stevie
just
Ray.
like
Eventually, we will draft that running back. He's coming. We didn't get him in this draft, but he's coming.
There's always guys good in every draft.
Pittsburgh. Yeah, I love you for about 13 months.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. Hey, we still got deep in here. The Birdman gonna have to
No, you gotta tell us who your team.
Yeah, chime into this. Chime into this, Birdman.
Who's your team? Who's your professional team?
You was a good running back at one time.
I gotta say this, man.
What? Hold on.
Birdman.
You running back?
Oh man, I ran. I was just running back because I stole something out of a grocery store. That's why they called me. I was a running back then. I was running back. No, you can't.
Running and looking back.
Looking back.
Oh man.
No, but I did call Jerry Jones up one time, and I said, Jerry, I said, I want to say this. I was real serious on the phone. He said, "Oh, tell me, Koko, what's going on?" I said, I said, when I die, I want you to have the Cowboys to come to my funeral. I want them, and he said, what do you mean? I want the Cowboys to be my pallbearer at my funeral. And Jerry Jones said, you know what? Okay. He said, but why? He said, so the Cowboys can let me down for the last time. And Jerry Jones looked at me. Jerry Jones looked at me and said, Koko, you know what? You might be right about that.
Yeah.
No,
that's every Cowboys fan.
But anyway,
You're a Cowboys fan?
No, actually, you know what? I'm a fan. I love the sports, and I love I'm talking about all the sports. I'm not really a diehard any fans. I followed you a lot, and I just cause you know what. You showed me, like I had to prove something in the wrestling business, the height and all that stuff that we could do it.
Yes.
And man, you made it successful. When Memphis said I couldn't,
yes.
Boy, my organization said I couldn't. Just as far as I'm going to Memphis, Tennessee, and I proved them all wrong.
Yes.
And I made it to the Hall of Fame in the WWE, and that's as far as you can go. But I set out that goal. And I told him, I'm not going to let this stop me now, but I really take my hat off to you with what you have achieved. I mean, you're an icon in Memphis forever, around the world and stuff like that.
It's just in Memphis. I only had 2 or 3 good years. I only had 2 or 3 good years.
I thought 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, but I'm just glad. I'm just so tickled pink to see our even just people. I'm talking about black and white. It don't make no difference.
Now you can just stay black. They didn't get enough credit anyway.
Well,
Why you always gotta bring race in there?
Because it does kind of play a part in it. It does kind of play a part in it.
Yeah.
But you're right.
Certain things, yes.
Certain things like what?
I'm not around the guy every day.
But we have moved up, though.
We have moved up.
We have caught up and everything.
We always been faster than y'all.
And the trouble about it, you know.
Yep. Our dicks have
They
always
came
been
out.
bigger.
They came out with this movie.
That's a false statement.
He's like,
That's what it is.
That is a
deal with it, bro. Deal with it. It's cool. It's cool.
No, but it's good.
You didn't know what to say.
One time I went to a Klan meeting. You know, I thought I was the only black there. When they took the sheets off, there was so many of me, of my people there. I said, "Oh my God, what?" I thought it was all white there. It was
Open registration.
golly. I'm talking about.
knows?
It was a whole. It was about 12. Hey, it was about 12 of us there. Man. Oh my God! You
A lot of people like to
everybody
join.
can
Like
take the
a
sheet
lot of people
off
like to
now.
join things.
And boy,
like the Nazi party. People like to join things.
I'm telling you,
Like to be
So
a part of
this,
things.
but this is the culture that we live in, football and wrestling. We could talk about everything. Like we could sound racist and not know. Like no one's racist. Like it's just the
The only
jokes that
thing
we
is,
heard.
I'm gonna be honest with you. From a different time, even in pro wrestling, when me and my brothers coming up, there's certain things we didn't talk about in front of other people.
Really? Right.
You know, other people. But, just I mean, not that he's my dog, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like when we in the car, we gonna talk a certain way. Me and Koko riding down the road, we gonna talk a certain way.
That's the same
You
way
know what I'm saying?
in my wrestling business.
Right, but when I get around in my business confinements, you know, I ain't gonna say I'm not ethnic, but it's just certain, things. And
That's where football.
I don't that's just the way I was raised.
Right.
It had nothing to do with the business.
Right.
Even in school, if I was in high school, because I went to school with multiracial, like Asian, black, white, Hispanic, stuff like that. Right. It wasn't just like an open dialogue with just, neighborhood shit. When I was around certain people, boom, we talk, boom, whatever. When we get around each other, boom, boom, boom. It's not like that anymore.
No, I was just gonna say, it's not like that at all, because he's just as black as I am.
I didn't mean
Rick Steiner.
I'm good. Sometimes.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
So much shit.
my shit.
He talks about rednecks and all this shit. He going out there to fish and do everything just like we.
It's just like we do. That fit right into what we're talking about.
So much shit.
Hey, cut the.
You know what? He ain't no different. He ain't no different. We cut this shit.
God dang it. He just messed up everything you just said.
Cut that footage.
Messed up everything.
No.
He did the same shit we
I used to ask him. Hey man, what do you? How many
Get that camera, Rick.
I used to ask him. Hey man, what do you get out of hunting deer, stuff like that all the time, man? That's innocent animals. What do you get out of that? Oh man, fuck, half of them gonna die any fucking way.
That's right. That's right. I buy a license.
I'm a hunter too.
So I buy a license. So I'm supporting my local community.
Wait a
I go out there and boom.
Wait a minute, bro.
I'm not supporting my
It's a
local
feeling
I'm
of that.
not the middleman. No
Yeah.
GMO.
Yeah.
But see, this is the deal. I've never been hunting. I'm just trying to get edified on it. I'm not judging it. But see, he think I'm judging him. I'm just trying to learn the culture. You see?
I don't hunt.
You see?
I fish though.
Now you see the difference between
He's a fishing
and that's my brother, man. That's not me. That's my brother that fucking get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get on a motherfucking SES minnow to fucking go out on a fucking lake and wait for some damn fish to come at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I could be on my fucking bike or in my fucking car doing, really having a good time. That's my brother. Don't put me in there. See, he got us mixed up.
I've been mixed up from the very beginning. What's new?
That's my brother. Everybody going, hey man, you're not fishing. I'm like, no, it's the other one.
Monday.
How do you know Big Daddy here?
No. Well, we just met. I know DeAngelo, but he was with him, so I just got
Good seeing you, man.
We gotta wrap it up. So we gotta be out about
okay. Hey, dog.
No.
Hey, let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up.
Hey, I'm
Rick,
glad
hold
you
on a second.
came in and said that because he was just lying.
Oh, you
No.
I always can't
Wait a minute, bro. No.
Everything you just
He
said.
got me fucked up with my brother. That's my brother that do that. I don't know, man. My brother is a fisherman.
Yeah, y'all looking like. Hey, y'all looking like. Look at this shit right here, man. Come on.
Hey, man, we got to. We got the dog in the house. We got the dog in the house. Who just came over here and told them the most egregious lie in the history of mankind. They say I go out on a fucking SS Minnow in the middle of the fucking day to catch a goddamn fish.
And it's only a second one today already. What the hell?
I buy my fish. I'm not like this guy.
Yeah.
This guy showed me one day
with a hook,
you know,
rifle.